The big story at 5, 3 suspects arrested in the killing of Laylah Petersen, that 5-year-old girl shot last year while sitting on her grandfather's lap. Her family was overcome with emotion after the announcement, and so was Milwaukee Police Chief Ed Flynn.
And what is I'm a grandpa of a 5-year-old. Okay? Okay.
This has been a tough case for a lot of people. The chief says those suspects were out for revenge against another man.
And they shot the wrong house. The suspects are Arliss Gordon, Carl Barrett, and Paul Farr. Michelle Fiore has more on the suspects and what happened that fateful night in just a moment. But Yona Gavino begins our team coverage. With the Petersen family and their very emotional day. Yona?
Yeah, you know, the last year has just been an absolute up and down emotional roller coaster for Laylah Petersen's family, and the lack of closure, not knowing who shot and killed their little girl, has just been simply unnerving. For nearly a year, Laylah Petersen's family wondered when there might be justice. Police finally caught the men they believe killed her.
I just want to thank the city of Milwaukee and District 7 Police especially for all the long hours and hard work they put in this. Last night I got the first peaceful night's sleep I've had in a very long time. And I would just like to thank them from the bottom of my heart for finally bringing some justice for Laylah.
Chief Ed Flynn says the little girl was never far from his thoughts or his heart.
I've been carrying something around with me for a year, and it's Laylah. And I'd like to think we could put her to rest now.
Her memory lives on in the minds of those who cherished her and in the officers tasked with bringing justice.
There's probably a couple of things going on here. One is that there was a pin to carry. One is that I was, for a variety of reasons, able to go to the scene immediately and see for myself. And what is I'm a grandpa of a 5-year-old. Okay?
Laylah's father spoke briefly, his heart full of gratitude.
Thank you to the community for sure for all the support. We've had great support, let it be the District 7 Police or the community. And we just want to thank everyone who had love for my daughter, that there is a special place in my heart for you.
It was very evident inside that Chief Flynn was very relieved that this case has now finally been solved. He also went on to praise all the officers and their detectives for their countless hours and just simply for not giving up. Live here in Milwaukee, Yona Gavino, today's TMJ4.
Yona, thank you.
Mayor Tom Barrett praised Milwaukee police for their work to arrest these suspects.
I am so proud of the men and women who work for this department and the fact that they never, ever gave up. And I think the people of this community should realize just how important a job the Milwaukee Police Department does, again, to ensure our safety.
Now, to what happened that night. Why did those suspects fire the shots that police say killed Laylah?
These individuals were motivated by a tragic but also absurd chain of events. They went to the wrong house.
Michelle Fiore continues her coverage with more on the suspects and what police say happened that night.
Steve, the story starts here at the Milwaukee County Courthouse. The day Laylah Petersen lost her life, a murder trial had just ended here with a not guilty verdict. And the brother of the victim in that case, police say wanted revenge. The criminal complaint says after that trial ended in an acquittal, Arliss Gordon told a friend, quote, "He killed my brother and he's getting out. This can't be going on. I'm going to do something about it." What happened next brought even the police chief to tears.
And over the course of several hours, these individuals got a second firearm and decided to go shoot up the house of the girlfriend of the acquitted defendant. They went to the wrong house and fired numerous shots, resulting in the death of the little girl.
Laylah Petersen was killed while sitting on her grandfather's lap in their home. Police say Carl Barrett assisted Gordon in shooting up that house.
Just take one mistake to have you slip up. And I guess that's all it took.
Paul Farr is accused of being the driver. We met neighbors and family of each of the three suspects, every one of them in shock.
It's very shocking for something like this to happen, and I'm not taking it well myself.
Jeremiah Farr says Paul Farr just graduated from mechanic school and got a job here. His neighbors have mixed feelings, saying although they believe he's a good guy, their hearts break for Laylah Petersen.
I feel bad for her because she didn't get to live. She was only 5. She didn't get to see nothing yet. She didn't get to grow up.
And coming up at 6, more chilling details about what led to the shooting prior to Laylah Petersen's death. Reporting live at the Milwaukee County Courthouse, Michelle Fiore, today's TMJ4.
Michelle, thank you.
On this emotional day for so many, Chief Flynn summed up what's solving this case, finally, why it means so much to him and his police department.
I mean, there's no question there's a lot of violence in this city. We are plagued by the same kinds and levels of violence as our sister cities across the country right now. It doesn't mean we don't take it all personally. But occasionally a case just kind of symbolizes the wantonness and the recklessness of all of the worst of our other violence. And I think particularly when it involves a small child, it kind of captures all of that built up frustration that our members have. And this is one of those cases that gripped everybody in this district.
Now, summarizing our big story at 5, Milwaukee police announced they have made an arrest 3 suspects in the shooting death of 5-year-old Laylah Petersen. Police say the 3 men shot up the wrong house in an act of retaliation against another man. 2 of the suspects are charged with homicide. The 3rd is charged with harboring and aiding a felon.